Driving in this morning, literally about 2 minutes away from the office, I got a ping on my phone. I looked down at my watch, and news had come in that Ray Liotta, iconic, legendary actor Ray Liotta, had passed away at the age of 67. Now, from the initial reports that I'm reading, he passed away in his sleep while working, doing what he loved doing. He was on set of a movie. It was overnight. He fell asleep, and I guess he just didn't wake up. This comes to us from the folks over at IndieWire, who wrote the following. Goodfellas star Ray Liotta has died at the age of 67. A representative for Liotta confirms to IndieWire that the actor passed away in his sleep while filming Dangerous Waters in the Dominican Republic. Liotta is survived by his daughter, Kerson Liotta. The star was engaged to be married to J.C. Nittolo. Liotta is best known for portraying the rise and fall of mob man Henry Hill in Martin Scorsese's 1990 classic, Goodfellas, obviously, but also made a name for himself thanks to his charming and often menacing contributions to crime cinema beyond Goodfellas. He had starring roles in cult classics like Blow and the Silence of the Lambs sequel Hannibal, as well as Killing Them Softly and Identity. I loved him in Identity. Always elevating a genre assignment to grittier and often profound places. The Newark, New Jersey native with the steely blue eyes was coming off a string of hits, including Marriage Story, which he was amazing in, Sopranos prequel film, The Many Saints of Newark. I didn't love that movie, but I loved him in it. And No Sudden Move. Liotta completed production on Cocaine Bear, helmed by Elizabeth Banks, and was set to star in the working title film, The Substance, opposite Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley. Liotta will also appear in Taron Egerton's in the upcoming Apple TV series, Blackbird. So Ray Liotta, who had been having, I think, a real resurgence lately. Again, what I loved him in Many Saints of Newark. To me, he was the biggest bright spot of that series. Obviously, Marriage Story, which got everybody talking and stuff like that. Terrific in that. Iconic in an era, still working and doing great work today. Way too young. I mean, it sounds weird because it's clearly not his best movie. But I don't know why, but when I think of Ray Liotta, the first thing my mind goes to is that scene in Hannibal, where she shows up and he's sitting there with his skull off and Hannibal is like carving out little pieces of brain, but he's still talking. The performance of that scene from Ray Liotta is what just makes it creepy as hell. So I was super sad to hear about this news. He still had so many good years to give us. Ray Liotta passed away at the age of 67. Rob, you heard about this. What comes to your mind when you think of Ray Liotta?
Well, I think of him as a character actor. You know, even though he, as Henry Hill in Goodfellas, one of the great performances of all time. I mean, that movie, every time you go watch it, it passes the HBO test. You have to watch it if it comes on. But I loved his presence because no one looked like him.
Yep.
You know, when he
and no one really sounded like him either.
with his steely, icy blue eyes, and he just had a look that was unique to him. And I love the sound of his voice, and I will miss him. You know, he always classed up the joint.
He really did.
Blow. I think he played Johnny Depp's dad in Blow. And I just, it's so sad. I mean, look, if you have to go, you're in the Dominican Republic, you go
while making movies.
You know, I would hate to be the producer of that film today. I mean, calling the insurance company, but still, I mean, he had a great life and he gave us a lot of great performances. But he will be missed, dude.
Yeah.
And I miss him already because I just enjoy, like you said, Hannibal as Krendler. He was such a dick in that movie. And that scene, I mean, she's so mean to Julianne Moore. You know, he's so, and that scene, like you said, that was one of the first things that I thought about, just like you did, about how creepy that, and he's eating his own brain. That's just,
you know what? So too, the other thing is, we're just talking about Many Saints of Newark. I don't know, in all these iconic roles he's done, I don't know that he ever came across as like imposing and intimidating as he did when he was in those jail scenes, like sitting across the table, like just the power he exuded and stuff. Like he could do an awful lot on stage. He could bring a lot of things to the screen. Anyway, Aaron, you hear about the passing of Ray Liotta. What stands out to you when you think about him and his career?
Well, I actually did a movie with Ray Liotta. A movie, it was called The Iceman with Michael Shannon.
Right. And Winona Ryder. I forgot about that.
Yeah. I didn't have any scenes with him, but I did meet him at our New York premiere. And I was actually yelling at the director at the time, and he was standing right there and he was just looking at me smiling, and I felt there was almost a sense of like, man, this girl's got some chutzpah. And I was like, Ray Liotta, I mean, he's a very I don't want to say intimidating, but he has a presence about him in person that you really understand why he plays these types of menacing roles. He, as you said beautifully, those steely, icy blue eyes can just penetrate your soul and almost make you feel like you're being exposed in some way. And ironically enough, he's actually, I saw on IMDb that he is also in the midst of filming a project called April 29th, 1992, with the director that I was screaming at in front of him, Ariel Brumman. Hi, Ariel. Love you. But so in addition to filming this project in the Dominican Republic, he also obviously had other projects that were in the works, recently completed. And that's one of the things that, also is, obviously when someone passes who has contributed so much to our industry, we merely have to be thankful for those contributions. For me, Goodfellas will always be the ultimate Ray Liotta film and the movie that made me fall in love with him as a performer. But to see someone, as you said, having a resurgence in their career and not being able to fully complete these projects that clearly were attractive to him for some reason, we certainly will be missing out on those, but I celebrate the great contributions that he's made. And this might be a nice weekend to all gather around with the kids and watch a good old-fashioned Ray Liotta family-friendly film, if you can find one.
Goodfellas.
Yeah, exactly.
John, I wanted to point out that he also did the voice of on GTA Vice City, which was a great game. And also, I completely forgot he was in Field of Dreams.
Yeah, he was
wow.
Kevin Costner's
Yeah, when it comes
dad.
out of the cornfield. Yeah.
You want to have a catch?
Yeah, that was so great.
I cry
love
every
it.
time.
Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about when you think of the incredible career of Ray Liotta and his passing out at the age of 67? He will certainly be missed in this business. Whatever you think about when you think of him, jump down to the comment section below and leave those thoughts there. Guys, we want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Mint Mobile. You know, the one with the delightful ads with good Canadian kid Ryan Reynolds. So look, after years of fine print contracts and getting ripped off by big wireless providers, if we've learned anything, is that there's always a catch. So when I first heard that Mint Mobile offers premium wireless starting at just $15 a month, I thought, what's the catch? But after talking to them and using their service, it all made sense. There isn't a catch. And guys, that's no joke, because for years I've been using one of the major providers and it was fine. But I switched over to Mint Mobile a little while ago. The service has been fantastic. And the big difference is I'm now paying about 1/3 of what I was paying before. And the best part for anybody who just hates their phone bills is that Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. All of their plans come with unlimited talk and text plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your same phone number along with all your existing contacts. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Campea.